Week 6 ELA W. Again, we have a nautical theme to our backdrop. So the week breaks down to, we're off Monday. Tuesday, we're doing independent reading. Wednesday, we will spend most of the day on our grammar test because we really want to review before that. There's feel okay about capitalization and periods, although I think that these there's going to be a little bit of confusion with, like I was looking at the quiz, it says like Venice, Italy. I'm not sure that people know that Venice is the name of a city in Italy, which again, you can use context clues to realize that's a proper noun, it needs to be capitalized, but I think that we may get tripped there, so we want to practice a little bit with that. Simple subject, object, and verbs and predicates, that's all I think still a little bit wishy-washy. Some people really seem to get simple and complete subject and predicate, whereas some people last week were just kind of copying, and we just haven't had a ton of reps with that, so we want to be able to go over it before. Anyway, that's Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, we are writing opinion statements and looking for our first reason and piece of evidence regarding the death of Megan Meyer. So Thursday, we will come back to the medical report, give 2 or 3 minutes to just kind of summarize what are our major findings there, what is depression, what role does that play, is there any reason to think that maybe Megan Meyer was near death before this conflict with Josh Evans even occurred. I don't think that students will find that to be plausible, but I want to push for it because their answer statements, their opinion statements, are going to be much more easily defensible if they include the bit about depression. So I really want to push them into, like, Megan Meyer committed suicide because she had depression and she was going through an experience of cyberbullying. That is the aim, but don't want to give them the answer, just kind of lead them to water. So we pick up with Thursday, and we're going to be writing our opinion statements today. So this is going to be something that we work on for the next couple of weeks, actually, is writing a strong paragraph where we explain why we believe Megan Meyer committed suicide. Every answer that you can think of can be correct. There is no right answer. This is not math class. I really want to push that point. However, we're going to learn how to defend our opinions because as we say, any opinion can be true. It requires a lot of effort for us to make that opinion true. Some opinions are more easily made true than others, but we're going to begin by just making our opinion statement. So who thinks that they know why Megan Meyer committed suicide? And we're calling somebody and they say, because of Josh Evans. And we say, that is something that needs to be stretched. How can we say that in a full, complete sentence, subject, predicate, with everything that we need to include? This sentence should stand on its own as the first sentence of the paragraph. I'm reading from the notes here. As if there were no question being answered. Complete sentence as a subject, predicate, full answer to the question, capital letter at the start, punctuation at the end. And so we'll take a few ideas, we'll model them on the board, and then we'll give students the time to type this. We're going to get into the computers as soon as possible for them to type their opinion statements. Also want to be writing in the third person. What's wrong with the following statement? I think that Megan Meyer committed suicide because of, hopefully we get some hands already. We say we never want to say I think. At no point in any of your writing, at any level of this year, should you ever write the words I think. Never write them, never type them, don't even scribble them if you're writing down a note, because it weakens your point. Listen, which sounds stronger? School is important, or I think school is important. The former sounds much stronger. It's more succinct, and it doesn't leave anything up to debate. I'm not proposing a conversation when I say I'm just making a claim, and that's something that we all need to practice with this week. So do not say the words I say or I think. Instead, we write in the third person. For example, Megan Meyer committed suicide because. That's That's how we need to begin our opinion statements. Now, hopefully by Thursday we'll have a strong opinion statement for each student, and we'll have that inside the Google Docs. There's going to be a little bit of mechanical stuff where we need to practice going into our document, getting out of our document, going back inside, and then there's hopefully going to be a fun moment when on Friday they go back in and realize that there have been comments left on their opinion statement. Hopefully Ms. Pappas and myself can divide and conquer with that, though I guess she's going to be working with Juan on something special. Anyway, on Friday, we want to take a look back at our opinion statements, make the necessary adjustments. We'll give 5 minutes at the top of class to make the suggestions, to make the corrections that we need to make. And then we are going to add to our opinion statements with reasons and evidence. So if your opinion statement says Megan Meyer killed herself because of her medical history, you need to find exactly what medicine she was taking that would lead to whatever the disorder is that would lead to that. If you said she killed herself because she was mistreated by others, then you need to find the evidence. It's not enough, to say she killed herself because of Josh Evans. Josh was being a jerk. Josh said that the world would be a better place. Well, I guess that's actually what we're looking for. When we get to that last point of Josh said, that's the sort of evidence that we can use. And we're going to learn how to use that with quotation marks. So we'll demonstrate how quotation marks work. And then this is, though, going to be a lot of students writing in and receiving feedback. And I'll just be popping in and out. They're going to be so slow at the beginning that I imagine, have enough time to just sort of open a ton of windows on my computer with their work and kind of pop in to each student's opinion statement, reason, and evidence, and leave feedback. So that's how we round out the week, with a lot of presumably sloppy writing and feedback and correction.